question how an ordinary teacher could afford such a car. But I always told them, when you join the happy family, and that is a credit union, you are able to do what your peers will always struggle to do. I must be frank and sincere. I am a proud owner of a complete house, a self-contained and 11-bedroom compound house, all through the efforts of the credit union.
Car na e share kintampon minister shidi e mo aka union for fa so de boaye no e so abusuye na ni bebre o ma sa aboa me e duru afi so a o mo che me ne ma bebre e wo car union ti car union de e ye ma ye nye wo galu ha se obi aye kuo no e so obi ani
na start the 7 to 8 years now start carbon loan wurin from 5,000 na biya na sake na karbi loan na biya. Up to now, ni da su muna aiki tare. Na ga amfanin aiki da credit union. Dan sabili da store nan ga da ginin kasa ne na sa zinc. Na zo na ture shi na mai da shi store building saboda credit union.
Before even I went on retirement, I took a loan from the Boko Teachers Credit Union, and then I did my building. If not because of Boko Teachers Union, I would have gone on retirement without even a house even to live on.
3-4 years after work, I was able to raise money from the union to go to do my second degree.
Looking at the benefits that members of the union have enjoyed so far, we decided to open our bond to include other professionals like farmers, policemen, nurses, and what have you. And this message has gone so far. We have gotten a few of them joining us. We are still marketing, still doing more to get more teachers who are not part of us to become part of us. We've registered other groups, artisans, who have also formed groups. So the marketing continues. We hope to have more than 1,000+ members going forward.
I joined the credit union in 2002, and currently I am a board member. But some of the benefits that I have had through the credit union is one, I've been able to acquire a loan which I used to further my education at the University of Education.
We decided to open a common bond and employ mobilizers to go around to their shops and to pick monies. So as it is now, we have absorbed over 2,000 market men and women who are saving with us on daily basis. Some are saving 2 cedis, some are saving 5 cedis, some even 1 cedi.
As part of our corporate social responsibility, we have helped people who have been taken ill to get treatment. We have contributed to the Ghana Police Service putting up their new office building.
In the area of farming, some of these women take loans to go to rice production at the Tono irrigation dam. Some also engage in this pepper farming, which is a lucrative business in this part of Ghana. Others are engaged in shea nut processing, where the processing come out with the oil, the shea butter oil. Others are also engaged in guinea fowl, and this is to ensure food security for the people of this Upper East region.
People who think it's for only teachers or people in the formal sector, no. Whether you are taking your salary from the bank or government or whatever, no. It's everybody. Whatever you are doing, you are qualified to be part of the credit union.
When I started with the credit union, it was the credit union that I went to university, and it was through the credit union I was able to build, drill a borehole through the credit union, and I bought a car through the credit union. My family benefited a lot from the credit union. Currently, I'm sponsoring my junior brother, who is currently doing his master's at the University of Lagos, Ghana.
Societies at certain times can call at the chapter for a training, which we go to do that. We also offer them an auditing monitoring in the form of auditing. Every year, we conduct audits among the societies to assess their performance.
We have a loan product that have gone a long way to help our members who are the smaller business level. You know, these are people that Usually, you will not get the commercial bank or the mainstream banking having access to granting loans. So we are able to bring these members on board to be able to assist them expand their businesses.
So I finish by saying that minister, me kwa mama me loan, na me dey aton se bebre egu store no me. Me ton wi na me ko tua omoka. Me sika da wa me nya interest. First kwa na me sika to bank, me nim say interest da so. Nso we no ma finish nya so ya na o ma tro interest na be kire madam. We interest say you e be over 1,000 each. In fact, me ni credit union here adwuma me ni ajepa, me nya be wi me ma wo school. Me ma yina ko private school me hwa wo mo fine. If you were university, me sure I'm fine.
I've been able to expand my business through the credit union. So, to me, credit union is very, very supportive to businesses.
The Volta chapter comprises two regions, the Volta region and the OT region. There are 33 credit unions, including 30 groups.
From KUA, we have the Volta chapter, which supervises us. They give report to KUA, the head office, Department of Cooperatives, and then Bank of Ghana.
We are under KUA and we take decisions from them. What we normally do is that we give them our monthly statistical report, and they also forward it to Cooperative Department and then also to Bank of Ghana.
Membership was initially limited to workplace, and it has expanded to cover people of all walks of life.
The credit union have realized that they need to promote financial inclusion by making financial services accessible to all class of people, being businessmen, health workers, and what have you.
Individual teachers could not do anything on their own, so they put their resources together, loan it to one person, and the union was growing until when we realized we could open bonds to other members of the public.
The credit unions have been able to cause a lot of transformation in the lives of the individuals. One major purpose of the credit union is member development.
The credit union have been able to come out with loan products such as microfinance loan facilities and micro loans for our businessmen and women and any other person that wants to expand his or her business.
Me a chomba owner. Many credit union for ya juma sa almost 12 years. Na me wo patase. Me jilo no mo nchen di ya juma. Omo bua me mama ya juma no. Me hia lo bia ya mama. Ndi me patana se no le me se abansura se.
Over here, the interest is very, very, very competitive and then even low.
One thing I like about the credit union is their interest rate. It's so low, and then they are very timely in their response to your financial needs. I don't have to go through a lot of hassle, a lot of processes before I secure a loan.
Cooperative credit union never gado fa ga ho ya kana jena ko mmaka ko mecho no mi ana be aweko na be ko yawe bana wa gbe no na ajeji na.
Well, Gajarope Koyonaba Ultimate Credit Union, La Akachi, Open Araman Alagbaba. The one you
we give loans, we give personal or individual loans, we give group loans and others. We give business loans to people.
Madakukude Credit Union, Angogape Credit Union, not the Melio. mi amede wa metendo wo gede ayingo magbo be credit union na ye na masu ameya menye gba le Anglonga.
If you take our market women, many of them have benefited through the credit union, have been able to expand their businesses, their shops, etc.
Enyinya edifse enterprise doctor mi drana nu vovovo anu sugbo nyamata na woka town ma yo damagba hafi do fa ya ela chitrangu ha do ma yenya Winners Cooperative Credit Union la kachi anidime.
The credit union has helped a lot of members to look after their children at schools, some even to the university levels.
Credit union yi abua mi wo kwan huro pi mi ntumi ngbo so mi suku amako courses ama ye nyina credit union yi na abua mi ekoji loan na mi da kotua mi fees maji loan wo enya se maji kwa mi ji a na mi tua
school ya mi edua anobo for we fe nya ya na to ultimate credit union ji a nya plus school bus.
There is one vital product that distinguishes the credit union from all other financial institutions, which is the shares.
We are just like a family. The union is for members and the members are the owners.
Once you become part of this credit union, we say you are also a shareholder. A shareholder in the sense that you become a part owner of this noble credit union and you share in the interest of the credit union.
With microfinance or other financial institutions, it's one person or two or a family bringing in their capital to establish the company with the sole aim of making profit.
But with us in the credit unions, we share every little dividend or profit that we make. We share it to everybody who is a shareholder in the society.
The credit union has been able to even help people even after death because their family members have benefited from some packages in one way or the other.
If you, for instance, you have not seen 100,000 Ghana cedis, you walk into golden opportunity and you come for a loan of 100,000 Ghana cedis, just step out of our premises and you are no more. Hooray! That money your family will enjoy it because the loan protection plan will be able to take care of it.
There is no way anybody will lose his or her savings with credit union. We have a deposit guarantee system. I think even the whole country is only Kua that is offering that services. We guarantee everybody's savings to the last person.
There is a savings scheme, an insurance scheme for the credit union movement, where all credit unions are supposed to invest some money into it so that in the event of liquidity challenges or increased demand, they can access these funds to be able to restore confidence in the public.
The credit union has become a very dynamic society and competing with the banks, and I would say that we are even doing more than the bank.
We have been able to support Jasikan District GES and the Akoya GES with resources to give orientation to their newly posted teachers. We have also donated mattresses to the Jasikan District Health Directorate. Of course, when we go to the hinterland, that is Kute, we donated some plastic chairs to the Kute Health Center.
Credit union activities in the chapter have been quite vibrant over the years.
My name is Prosper Kwesi Abobli, the manager of Golden Opportunity Cooperative Credit Union, located here in Jasikan off Borada Road.
My name is Humphrey Ofe, the manager of Ultimate Cooperative Credit Union Limited, Akachi in the Volta region.
Nyenton Konyenye Geshin Kofi Dovlo, Chief Executive Officer na Dohoya Kenya Winners Cooperative Credit Union.
I am GAS Lajepo, the board chairman of Progressive Cooperative Credit Union, Anglogan.
The credit union actually have come to help our nation. So for that matter, we are saying that going forward, Each family should be seen as credit union member contributing to the empowerment of their own self-development.
Indeed, credit union is the best way to go because the ownership is to the members, the leadership is from the members, the benefit goes to the members.
Credit union.
Happy family.
Happy family. Credit union.
Western region has 27 credit unions, and this is the office that is taking care of the Western North as well, Western North region. The 27 credit has a membership of 81,352 members. We help in the formation of the credit union, we help in education, we help in the audit, training, audit, and what have you. Any problems that the credit unions are having, they submit, we make sure that they submit their report, prudential and monthly reports to Bank of Ghana monthly.
People who joined us when they virtually were sitting at home, but they started with 1 CD, 2 CDs, and then they started, from there they got a table where they started selling, and some of them now go to China to bring in goods. And I believe that this is real evidence of people moving away from extreme poverty to one where they become financially dependent.
In fact, my council in Musa. Now I'm about so SS St. John's out of now here School of Mines. We should go to Kunumun on here. Now at top we have a friends because we talk to tech School of Mines. I want to take a friend. Now, I'm slow. We call credit union pay for one. I'm in work. Say, work. Say, one people to one show me scan or that council no so no me scan. Now, I'm for no quay.
2005. I'm doing born on. I'm going to do a bomb to me. And I don't want to remember with school.
I'm not that a work-based meeting. You encourage members to save more. And I'm the year since one I can to I'm a baby and they have the confidence that the work of Piocana was Sitebia or the Wabotum was our start to BB and son of one pension and Katumpo Abba.
But there are more good packages for the workers, including your sister, your brother, whoever. So please come and join. Me and you, when we are members of this organization, more better things will be good for you. I entreat everyone to come and join this organization.
Basically, even though credit unions are owned by us, we have to be very diligent when we are dealing with each other. We must take loans to the best of our ability.
The credit union is actually formidable in the Western region to help people actually for them to be stable in life and also to achieve whatever purpose they have in their lives.
The trend of credit union operations has changed. At first, it was the manual way of working, but for now, in the current situation, it is the automated way of banking system that we are also doing. People from all sorts of various professions have joined the credit union system.
Most of them were not being captured by the commercial banks. So in that case, you could see that when they have money, because of the little that they were having, they were unable to go to the commercial bank to save. Either some of them were saving under their pillows or whatever. But when they saw that credit union is open to even those are the grassroots, and it doesn't matter what you have. You can save 1 cedi a day, 2 cedis a day.
Western Power Credit Union is an organization-based credit union, work-based credit union. We serve mostly the membership of ECG. We also have an open bond, which is open out to customers outside the Electricity Company of Ghana. This has led to the growth of the credit union.
I do an investment for my children. I've been able to also establish a small family business out from the credit union.
I joined the direct saving in 2019. The youth saving help us to acquire our basic needs, example buying of textbook.
Me yes susunu watcher. Ona na me de trama shame. Me di hu da se we yi hu de me card yin. Me si bi me de mama ba ona me di tua member wo school fees.
Over the few years we've been doing very well in terms of our assets in the form of the loans that we have granted to the members of this credit union. With credit unions, your savings are always secured. With that, I'm entreating the members and potential members of this credit union to all come and then save more with this credit union.
The International Cooperative Alliance defines a cooperative as an autonomous association of persons united voluntarily to meet their common economic, social and cultural needs and aspirations through a jointly owned and democratically controlled enterprise based on the values of self-help, self-responsibility, democracy, equity and solidarity. Cooperatives have played substantial roles in the economies of Europe and Asia. Evidence shows that informal farmer groups existed in Ghana well ahead of a British colony, traditionally called Inobwa, which means in the Tree language, mutual assistance in weeding. These informal groups were typically formed in rural Ghana to provide labor to their members during famine. Modern cooperative movement in Ghana started in the 1920s under the colonial regime, which formed cocoa farmer groups to improve quality and increase production of cocoa. In 1968, the Ghana Cooperative Societies Act was enacted, still in effect today. The Korea Koika, through the capacity development of farmer-based cooperatives and farmer-based organizations, FBCs and FBOs in Northern Ghana project, has contributed significantly to the development of cooperatives in Ghana since its inception in 2017. The Capacity Development of FBCs and FBOs project, which was implemented in collaboration with the Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations and the Department of Cooperatives, had an overarching goal of improving the standard of living in Ghana. The project management services of the Koika project work closely with its implementing partners, the Association of Church-Based Development Project (ACDEP) and other collaborating state agencies to ensure the success of a project. The highest decision-making body of a project is the steering committee, which is co-chaired by Koika and Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations. Other members are drawn from the Department of Cooperative, National Board for Small-Scale Industry. The management of Cooperative work together as a project implementation unit to monitor and provide support for project implementation. Regional advisory committees, which consist of representatives of the various regional coordinating councils and other regional level stakeholders, work closely with the implementing partner to implement project activities. All 6 components of a project which were duly executed include the training of trainer or TOT, which involved the training of over 100 officers from the Department of Cooperatives, the Department of Agriculture and the National Board of Small-Scale Industries. These trained officers are now certified trainers or instructors for cooperative societies in the regions. Modules taught under TOT were carefully selected to address contemporary challenges confronting the cooperative movement in Ghana. They include new mindset and team building, cooperative basics, Korea's cooperative, teaching skills, cooperative operations, action plan development, among others. TOT action plan support, which incentivized TOT graduates to enhance their role as extension agents, coupled with other logistical support provided to DOC officers. Another project, the TOT action plan, resulted in a significant increase in extension service delivery to farmer cooperatives and groups in all the participating regions. This intervention has helped establish a vibrant interagency collaboration among officers of various state institutions working in an area of cooperative development and contributed to a significant increase in outputs of farmer cooperatives since the inception of the project. The training of farmer leaders TOL component sought to enhance knowledge base and proper group dynamics among FBCs and FBOs. 630 participants from 210 farmer cooperative groups comprising the chairperson, the secretary or treasurer, and a female member of each group were trained under the training of farmer leaders component. Lecturers of TOL were largely graduates of TOT. The training curriculum was carefully selected to address the fundamental needs of farmer cooperatives and organizations while promoting a change in mindset among leaders of farmer cooperatives and groups. Instruction methods adopted included lectures, group discussions, the use of visual aids, role plays, and field visits to exemplary FBCs. 105 farmer cooperatives representing 50% of all TOL graduating beneficiary cooperatives won awards under a competitive farmer leader action plan support, which was a direct outcome of a training of farmer leaders component. In all, 105 business ideas including transport services, irrigation schemes, threshers and grinding services, plowing services, warehousing and storage services, animal rearing and production, among several other businesses, were sponsored under the Farmer Leader Action Plan support. The overseas invitational training provided key staff of Ghanaian institutions with first-hand experience of Korean cooperative system. Participants for the training were drawn from the Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations, the Department of Cooperatives, the Ghana Cooperative College, and Ghana Cooperative Council, the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, leaders of farmer cooperatives, and the Project Management Services of COICA. Among other things, participants had the opportunity to learn about Korea's experiences in cooperative development, action plan development, and several other relevant topics. As required by the training program, participants developed action plans to address specific challenges confronting cooperatives in Ghana. They were also required to transfer the knowledge acquired to their colleagues and farmer cooperatives upon their return to Ghana. The networking fair and marketing support component of a project created sustainable market linkages for beneficiary cooperatives. Representatives of farmer cooperatives and business entities within the agricultural value chain were brought together for the purpose of promoting business linkages. A total of 8 networking and fair events were held in the course of the project. Following the outbreak of COVID-19, the networking events were organized as on-air radio sessions where commodity buyers, agri-input dealers and service providers were sponsored by the project to broadcast their services via radio in various languages across the beneficiary regions. The fair and marketing support aspects of this component also provided avenues for farmer cooperatives and organizations to advertise and sell their products while engaging potential clients and learning innovations in contemporary marketing. The pilot project component sought to promote creativity and support business transformation for enhanced livelihood among farmer cooperative societies. 29 awards estimated at $375,000 were awarded to 41 farmer co-organizations under the competitive pilot project New Business Concept or enhance existing businesses of the beneficiary cooperatives to increase their income. It is worth noting that beneficiaries of pilot project were each required to contribute an amount equivalent to 10% of the award or asset value as counterpart fund. The final component is the policy advisory and advocacy. The main aim of this component was to advocate for the amendment of the outdated Cooperative Act of 1968 by engaging key stakeholders through consult acts that is consistent with contemporary global trends. A policy recommendations document prepared by the Project Management Services of COICA was presented to the Ministry of Employment and Labour Relations in November 2020 to facilitate the amendment of the existing laws on cooperatives. 2 of the 6 components, namely overseas invitational training and policy advisory and advocacy, were exclusively managed by the Project Management Services (PMS), while the training of farmer leaders, training of trainers, pilot project and networking, fair and marketing support were managed by the implementing partner, ACDEP.
ACDEP is implementing all the capacity building activities of the project. This includes training of trainers, identification of possible trainers together with Department of Cooperatives. We are also responsible for training the farmer-based organizations and farmer-based cooperative leaders.
The key components of a project were further compartmentalized into 3 main blocks, namely the Policy Enhancement Block, which sought to provide policy improvement recommendations through the Policy Advisory and Advocacy component, the Capacity Development Block, which sought to develop the human capital and knowledge base of the various categories of stakeholders through training of trainers, training of leaders, and invitational training. The Business Transformation Block consisted of pilot project, farmer leader action plan support, and networking, fairs and marketing support. The pilot project, the TOL action plan support, and the networking components of a project primarily sought to address key operational and marketing needs of the farmer cooperatives. The ultimate goal is to transform businesses of cooperative members, which will have direct impact on their livelihoods and communities in the long term.
Today we can talk concretely of the fact that the FBCs and also the FBOs are better organized. They are being trained in so many things: bookkeeping, how to build structures, how to build sustainable systems, how to position themselves in a way that they can manage their finances.
Before we won the Motor King, women and farmers, our members of our group, used to move from our goods from far away to the community. But now it is now easy for the Motor King to convey it to our home.
Adam Haruna is a group secretary of the Sahana Yili Suglo Mbori Buni Cooperative in the Sahana Yili Savelugu Nanton district in the northern region. His cooperative society won a Motor King tricycle for transport services under the Farmer Leader Action Plan support after a competitive assessment session. The group generated enough revenue from the commercialization of a Motor King and has acquired a warehouse. In 2018, part of the revenue they acquired through the commercial use of their warehouse and Motor King was used to rehabilitate a faulty borehole, which was the only source of potable drinking water in the community. Just like Sahana Yili Cooperative, 65 other farmer cooperatives in the intervention area won tricycles under the Farmer Leader Action Plan and the pilot project, which is providing the much needed transport services to their members.
We hope that they will use these business ideas to generate income to enhance their businesses.
Dry season irrigation farming is one of such businesses being supported by the Koika FBCs and FBOs project. The Kupenduli Tipuatiba Women Cooperative Vegetable Farming and Marketing Society and the Inkpabutip Farmers Cooperative in the Yendi municipality of the northern region both won irrigation systems through the Competitive Farmer Leaders Action Plan support. For the first time, these farmer cooperatives are able to do dry season farming. The Bripe Naripe Cooperative, a shea butter producing cooperative in the Savannah region, won both TOL action plan and pilot project support, which has significantly transformed the fortunes of their business.
The reason for the matching grant of 10% was also because of the rigorous process in awarding that grant, either the TOL action plan or the pilot project, is to support the cooperatives invest their own resources in areas that are of profitable businesses. So as we award them, the prize, and they also make a contribution of their own resources. When that project is successful, it means that we would have succeeded in supporting the cooperative to also invest their own resources in profitable businesses.
The pilot project and farmer leaders action plan supports are not restricted to agribusiness but could be extended to other viable business proposals seeking to address deficiencies within the community. An example of this is the sachet water factories constructed by the Garu Mustard Seed Faith Trust Union in the Garu Timpani district of the Upper East region and the Nasia Women Cooperative Society in the West Mamprusi district of the Northeast region. In addition to providing potable drinking water for community members and generating income for the union, the Mustard Seed Union has employed 4 full-time staff who were hitherto unemployed to operate their water factory.
Dayamia Sesamre, every 2019 December, Kwenka Fuabua Muma Abie in Swedmawa. Ama sese menso na mini adwuma sese nyame aboa manya adwuma meye enti medanyame ase misada kwengafo ase.
The union has also been able to expand the scope of social support for members in the form of academic scholarships and health needs for members and their families. Like other beneficiaries of pilot projects and TOL action plan, the Garu Mustard Seed Union generated enough funds to procure a tricycle as a secondary asset to enhance their operations and meet the transport needs of members.
Quaker were most grateful, and I think that if this story is told, the people of Garu will be very happy.
At baseline, the management capacity of FBCs in the participating regions stood at 4.8 according to a predetermined indicator index. This increased to 5.7 at endline. Training and information also rose from 5.9 at baseline to 8.0 at endline.
These projects have actually increased the revenue base of the FBCs. Our staff capacity have been built and ABC capacities too have been built.
The Farmer Leader Action Plan support, the pilot project, and the networking and fair have together contributed to several positive trends among FBCs in the intervention regions as revealed by the Endline Survey report. For instance, the average asset base of participating FBCs rose from 3,265 Ghana cedis and 68 pesos at baseline to 14,240 Ghana cedis and 82 pesos at endline. It is worth noting that a significant number of these assets were acquired with proceeds from the use of primary assets won through pilot projects and TOL action plans. The project output, coupled with active advocacy and enhanced extension services by government officers supported by TOT Action Plan, has resulted in the formation of 529 new farmer cooperatives in all regions during the project period. Membership base of various cooperatives concurrently increased over the same period. A total of 31 farmer-based organizations, which were hitherto unregistered, have transitioned to the status of farmer-based cooperative over the project period. Following the outbreak of COVID-19 in Ghana in March 2020, the Korea International Cooperation Agency, KOICA, through the KOICA FBC's FBO's project, displayed its unflinching concern for the welfare of its stakeholders by presenting COVID-19 relief items to 210 farmer cooperatives with an estimated membership of over 19,000 smallholder farmers and their families. The COVID-19 relief items, which were procured at an estimated cost of over $74,000, included Veronica buckets, liquid soap, alcohol-based hand sanitizers, nose masks, and infection prevention educational materials were presented to the various project stakeholders and beneficiaries at separate events in all the 5 northern regions. FBCs in turn presented some of these items to schools and other vulnerable groups in their respective communities. The project adopted the high infection prevention standards to prevent outbreak of COVID-19 among staff and stakeholders. Some key outcomes of a project strategically aligned with a number of national flagship programs in agriculture. Typical among them were One District, One Warehouse. To augment government's efforts in this regard, the project provided 8 warehouses worth over $100,000 to farmer cooperatives and unions in the intervention area.
Government
is constructing one district, one warehouse. It's the same idea that COICA is coming to help these people to do. For that, I say thank you, COICA.
Agric mechanization. Over 40 agric machinery, including tractors, processing machines, among several others, have been presented to farmer cooperatives as part of a pilot project and TOL action plan support. Market access. The mobile marketing platform introduced another project sought to provide a sustainable market for FBCs while supporting government's market access initiative under the Planting for Food and Jobs. Under this, farmer cooperatives with WhatsApp mobile applications are subscribed onto a marketing platform which links them to a database of produce buying companies and off-takers for various commodities to facilitate virtual trade. A total trade value of about 2.3 million Ghana cedis has been recorded through the platform. Stakeholder collaboration. Excellent collaboration among key stakeholders contributed to the successes realized through the project.
The project has bequeathed us with a lot of learning lessons, and for the beneficiaries, I'm talking of the FBOs and also for the supervising ministries and all that, it's been a very wonderful 3 to 4 year period. We have had a feel of how things run and the premise on which Korea itself has used these FBOs to even change the narrative in these areas. We want to sustain the collaboration to an extent of showing our gratitude and appreciation such that it becomes a full part of the Ghanaian culture to make FBO, the development of FBOs, a notable one, and that which we can have a reference point to COICA or the Korea model to say that yes. So we'll say thank you to COICA and the Korea government for availing themselves.
The Aid Effectiveness Survey revealed that beneficiary FBCs placed effectiveness of a project at 81%, while stakeholders at the policy level placed it at 87.3%. Beneficiary FBCs outperformed non-beneficiary FBCs in all key performing areas.
COICA has done so well to transform both the Department of Cooperatives in the 5 northern regions and the cooperative movement.
The success of cooperatives in Korea is renowned, and the country is grateful to benefit from the expertise, technical support of COICA.
We anticipate the continual and sustained utilization of assets and the knowledge acquired through the project for improved revenue generation, job creation, and ultimately improved food security. The project has generated much interest in the area of cooperative policy reforms through dialogues and policy workshops is supported. It is our expectation that the main stakeholders will strive for the adoption and passage of the more progressive legal framework for cooperatives, one consistent with contemporary global trend.
These progressive trends are expected to continue with the adoption of sustainability strategies proposed by the project and its stakeholders. Cooperatives driving change in Northern Ghana.
Credit union is doing wonderful job, not only in Ghana, but all over the world. St. Joseph the Worker Cooperative Union, for instance, has provided financial assistance to many people. One unique thing about the credit union that no financial institution can do is that, assuming you take a loan from the credit union and the unlikely event that you die, credit union has ensured it with KUA. So when you die with your debt.
St. Joseph the Worker Cooperative Union was formed in 1st October 1997. As at that time, we had a membership of 60 and a total assets of 1,000 Ghana cedis. St. Joseph the Worker Cooperative Credit Union is currently having a total assets of about 22 million cedis.
Ya pronounce edi ama obia. They say nya sorry man kwa na omo dia. And enye Roma teacher for nko edwadifo ka ho aban adwuma yefo just say obia wakwanya say odi ni sika betwa yen tanka customers because aha obia ye shareholder. Inti shares ne say wo ba ketwa kora ye wo mi 200 Ghana cedis. Inti wuto a wutimi ton so ma ne brosa na ye shekua ase eye yenku ba tan no and the DOC Department of Cooperative also and a register yen. Yes, I are regulated by Bank of Ghana. Na ya boa nipa bebre ebi mo sisi wo mo adan ebi mo di wo mo makoko schools akese ebi mo chese ya resem ebi mo atre wo mo nwumam. Say ye share financial sector na send ya akoswa nina ne niema bebre na akoso bi bebi sase na mo de din na mamu da so gina brane eye nyame adom ene nukredie nso ayedi ede ma ye members afi bia ye frɛ ye members nso ebu akonta kire wo mo ne ye AGM no nso a enya asem keto
we started credit union be 20 years ni ska me pepia no credit union no ede mame and I'm credit union nyuma paso and asa shop ya ye gine mu aye kasai pharmacy shop yi aba
credit union de nyame anim no kreni ya ade a yeboa obi a obobosia na ahye emra ade betua ene se de obesia obetua no no so wa na ahye de bi de se no no sen other financial institutions into credit union de aboa me
dey start me fee ya me dey guest house ya gina anim ni passe magic draw and catch up say me ni schedule me schedule amaje ya St. Joseph the Worker Cooperative Mampontin.
We've employed about getting to 900 staff that work with the credit unions, various credit unions in the Ashanti chapter. That's one of the basic contributions to the socio-economic lives of the people in the Ashanti region. We have also promoted financial inclusion, which is very key to the core operations of credit unions in the world. Credit union holds the key to alleviating poverty in Africa as a whole and in the world as a whole, because we are with the members of the at the grassroots.
Credit union enye baby a wodo sika ekoto nko a wokọ credit union wodo dwetre ekoka ho na ye nyina ye kan dwetre ne boma ye de dwetre na ye adwuma na mfaso abaso na afeso a ye declare dividend ama members na members no ehun hia so mo do musika to ho ene ya me no woka say Bank of Ghana esene lending rate 21 ba credit union a lending rate 19.5 so wo ba enya admission e school credit union achekra 3 days e betima ba obosia o normal if report about credit union achekra 3 days e betimi abobosia now the
credit union was introduced to me by a friend about 18-20 years ago, and since I joined I have benefited in many ways.
Many credit union I do me fear bebre omo aboa me okwan bebre so me school fees me kwaje loan no na me de kotua school fees na me ton ade na me to susu na me de tua nkakra enti me say credit union me de